Hello my friends, this is DinoSasha here and welcome back to another review. And today we're gonna take a look at the figure. It is the Schleich 2020 Ankylosaurus. Now, Ankylosaurus, which name means fused lizard, is a genus of the Ankylosaurid dinosaur from the late Cretaceous period, about 68 to 66 million years ago, what is now lived in North America. Now the length is about 6 to 8 meters, 20 to 26 feet long, and weighed about 4 to 8 to 5 tons, or approximately like 4.8 to 8 tons, or specifically 5.3 and 8.8 short tons. Now, it is the largest member of the members of its Ankylosauria member, which despite the fact closely related in the member clade of Therophora. Now, Ankylosaurus has distinctive osteoderms to make it protect itself from various predators, and has a club on the end of its tail make it more lethal and may crack a bone, like I said, cracking a bone in half. Not even Tyrannosaurus Rex can stand a chance against this armored herbivore. Now, Ankylosaurus may stand very well and may not get flipped over by predators. It lived alongside with Triceratops, Edmontosaurus, Dakotaraptor, Pachycephalosaurus, Alamosaurus, and Tyrannosaurus Rex. Their herbivores mainly eat up plant materials. Now, let's talk about this sculpt. I mean, the sculpt is very okay for me. Despite the fact, it looks very nice in my opinion, which is pretty good. I'm gonna say that. It's a pretty cool design on the Ankylosaurus. I like the sculpt. It's a very nice in my opinion. And yeah, this sculpt is very good onto me, which that makes sense about that. So sculpting and everything else, that's my opinion. Now, let's talk about the pose. The pose is a bit more like a fighter than an actual most of animals they were. Now, it stands still. It might stand off against a predator like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And yes, they might consider it, but details is a lot different. Have you seen the Ankylosaurus with the different details all around it? Which, instead of a bony plate, it's on it. And let's take a look at the spines. Now, instead of those rocky bumps, but instead it's portrayed as cone-like thorns on the end of its body. Kinda like a Cycenia. You know that dinosaur from the Dinosaur King? Yeah, it has the same spikes like it, but instead it's more cone-shaped. Rather like triangular cone-shaped like. Yeah, details okay though. But still, Ankylosaurus is still an animal. Well, kind of not like it, but still an animal that was trying to be like the best. Also, the only thing it is, the color scheme. Now the silver on the colors on the thorns and the armor on its head, which is very similar, especially these nails on the body. Especially the underbody, including the club tail, kind of like this animal, very neutral about it. So, especially its pear-colored green, which it makes sense debate what it was. And I like the head though. It's opened its mouth like it was roaring, since this Ankylosaurus can roar. But despite the fact, it is painted very nicely. I like the sharp beak and the tongue stick out like it, which basically an animal was trying to scream. Yeah, including its black eyes and anything else. Yeah, this Ankylosaurus is absolute chattel here. Now let's talk about the accuracy. Now accuracy is a bit like a Cycenia than an Ankylosaurus, but still a figure nonetheless, but it's still nothing though. But, according to calculation, I have a scientifically accurate Ankylosaurus, and there are only 2, and if you know about that anyway. So, let's take a look at the ruler and let's give this Ankylosaurus a measure. Transferable length from the tip of the head, like tip of the beak, always tip of the tail club, we're reaching all about, as we can see, it's almost reached like a certainly 5 1/4 inches.
and which is only at about, as we can see, it is close to inch about as 15 centimeters, and the height on top of the tail club, we're looking at about 3.12 inches, and which is only at about, sorry about that, it's only at about as the 9 centimeters. Now for comparison, I'm gonna bring in some other Ankylosauruses. And no, we're not including the Nodosaurs because they don't have tail clubs. Here's with the Safari LTD 2018 Ankylosaurus. Now, despite the fact, this one does not look accurate. Well, a little bit. But the Safari one is more accurate than I thought it will. Now, it is a pretty cool design on the animal's sculptation on the accurate Ankylosaurus. If you want this one, I will link in the description box down below. And for another comparison, here's with the PNSO 2019 CD, the Ankylosaurus. Now, this one's a bit bigger. Now, it turns out I was actually like this accurate Ankylosaurus in this description, but sadly, I never reviewing the figure. So, basically, just a figure nonetheless. And for the rating, I'm just gonna give this solid Ankylosaurus a 8.4 out of 10, which is very weird. Now, you remember Camosaurus? The one that I subscribed him? Well, it says like the figure is more like not Ankylosaurus and more like Cychenia than that to its back. But it's just my opinion, so if you know about this figure, let me know in the comments. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so you'll never miss the video, and leave a comments below, and I hope to see you for another review about the Schleich 2021 Caprosuchus. Goodbye everyone, and see you all next time.